Yunus, il Bangladesh, insomma abbiamo avuto notizie che davvero ci preoccupano molto, di questo parleremo quest'oggi. Credo sarà anche lo stesso professor Yunus a introdurci questo tema dalla sua prospettiva, e siamo tra i pochi perché come vedete certamente l'opinione pubblica italiana non sta rivolgendo abbastanza attenzione. Nel nostro piccolo cerchiamo anche di colmare questa lacuna, perché davvero si tratta di una delle persone, poi lo dimostreranno i suoi rappresentanti nel nostro paese qui oggi, i nostri ospiti, che davvero hanno prodotto un pensiero di impatto. Ma allora, per introdurlo, io vorrei che fosse Giuseppe Torluccio, professore, vicepresidente della Fondazione Yunus, a guadagnare il palco, per così dire, qui con me, e direi anche Barbara Panzeri di Unicredit. È molto importante averli qui perché all'inizio della Fondazione Yunus, già Fondazione Grameen, poi avremo anche l'intervento in chiusura della professoressa Brunori, ma c'è un impegno insieme dell'università e di Unicredit. Lascerei allora innanzitutto a Barbara per un saluto, e poi al professor Torluccio per introdurre il professor Yunus.
Grazie mille, io sarò oltremodo rapida visto anche che abbiamo il professore in attesa. Ringrazio il professor Toluccio per averci coinvolti nella giornata di oggi. Come Unicredit seguiamo con molta attenzione appunto le attività della Fondazione e in particolar modo della giornata di oggi. E io faccio parte della Region Centro-Nord, quindi fa parte del Commercial Banking Italy, quindi seguiamo Emilia-Romagna, Toscana, Umbria, Marche, e quindi a testimonianza anche dell'attenzione che rivolgiamo verso il territorio, in particolar modo delle attività che si fanno qua a Bologna, anche se questa non è ovviamente solo limitata a Bologna, e quindi sono molto, molto contenta di partecipare oggi e seguirò con molta attenzione. Siamo qui a testimonianza di quanto ci interessa questa attività.
Grazie Barbara, grazie a Barbara che è qui e ci fa vedere come questa fondazione sia nata grazie al contributo della professoressa Brunori, del professor Yunus, dell'Università di Bologna e di Unicredit, che ha messo a disposizione anche le strutture che vedete oggi. Io vi ringrazio per essere così numerosi. Capiamo che Yunus è importante per tutti noi, per il suo messaggio, per le attività che sta sviluppando, per il forte legame con l'università che vedremo dopo con gli Yunus Social Business Center, che diffondono il suo messaggio alla futura classe dirigente, che sono i giovani. Quindi questo legame di formazione e ricerca veicolata nell'università è estremamente importante. La Fondazione Yunus Italia, già Fondazione Grameen, si occupa di aspetti più operativi, come realizzare il social business nei contesti più operativi, quindi imprese, persone che cercano microcredito, processi di sviluppo sociale, valutazione di impatto e progetti europei ad ambito sociale. Io non voglio portare via altro tempo perché abbiamo con noi connesso il professor Yunus, che io ringrazio. Thank you, Yunus, for this connection. And
Hello.
we really appreciate if you can share with us the new step of.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me though?
Please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
Okay,
thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Great to see all the friends here gathering in one place. Wonderful to be with Bologna. I've been away from Bologna for a long time. I should be back again, meet my friends there. I see all the smiling faces sitting there. Hi, Luisa. How are you? Everybody's there. Wonderful, wonderful to be with you. And again, this is a little difficult time for me in Bangladesh. It's a lot of attack going on for me. And one of them is some court cases around me, more than 100 court cases for me, vindictive action by the government. And one of them just gave me the prison sentence for 6 months. I'm on bail right now, and 2 more are coming, more cases. So it will continue. So this is sorry for the bad situation in Bangladesh, but we continue with our work as long as we can. But I wanted to just say hello to you, and very happy that our work continues to go on, carry on, and particularly the idea of 3.0 world is catching up in many places, but with the universities like University of Bologna with the YSBC, Yunus Social Business Centers. They're taking it up. There's many Yunus centers are happening around the world, more than 107 right now, and more are coming up. We'll be discussing this week another important extension of Yunus Social Business Center in the Finance University of Moscow. This is very important university in Russia, among the top universities in Russia, Finance University. They have decided to set up Yunus Center there to discuss social business. They take social business very seriously. And I have been put as the chairman of the International Advisory Committee for the university, Finance University in Moscow. So that gives me another opportunity to communicate with a completely different kind of group of people who are coming out of the communist regime and all the institutions based on communism, now trying to integrate themselves in the capitalistic world. But at the same time, they see a very important role for social business. So they want to make it an integrated issue throughout the university, since it's a finance university, to discuss social business. So that makes us very happy that we can play that role and we can continue. And we'll be discussing the formation of the International Advisory Committee. And I've been invited next week on the Zoom meeting to discuss the names who will be participant in the International Advisory Committee. So that's one development I wanted to share with you that goes on. But the development also in the case of extension of the social businesses in practical terms happening. And we are very happy that Amazonia is one of the areas that we wanted to make sure in the 3.0 world. When we talk about zero net carbon emission, Amazonia always come up in a very important role because of the role it plays in transforming the atmosphere, and see how the carbon emission can be reversed by promoting forestry, the rainforest like Amazonia. So we are in connection. We have visited Brazil at their invitation, meeting with the Minister of Environment, who's a longtime friend of ours. She has been very interested in the social business area. So we are talking about creating some social businesses in Amazonia, reforesting them, and also helping the people who live under the Amazonia. They are very distressed people. They are very poor people. How it can happen that the forests become richer, greener, and the people become more economically healthy and self-reliant, and their entrepreneurship can play a very important role in deciding how this can proceed further. So this is one of the area that Amazonia is a very important place for us, and we're holding a social business forum in Brazil, inviting people in Latin America and other places how to participate in this Amazonia project as a social business. Particularly, we have a social business project in Colombia, other side of Amazonia. One side is a Brazil side, another is a Colombian side. So we have started one project in Colombian side, and we want to make a bigger project on the Brazilian side in collaboration with the Ministry of Environment, and also with President Lula's support. He's very active, actively supporting us in making that happen. And that also allowed us, encouraged us to create another, it was not quite familiar to us, but said it happened. It is the Virunga National Forest in Congo. Very few people are familiar with Congo because it's a place where all war is going on. Local conflicts continued. There's no peace in the country. But the Congo forest, the Virunga forest, is the second largest rainforest in the whole world. After Amazonia, the second rainforest is Congo. The chief executive of Congo, the Virunga forest, is very interested to see how to protect Congo, the Virunga forest. So he met me and wanted to discuss how to protect the forest, at the same time expand the forest to stop the destruction of the forest as it is happening, because there's no administration as such. So people just come and chop up the trees and sell them. It's a big businesses who do that, clean up the whole forestry in order to get the forest cleaned up so that they can use the land for other purposes and take the tree to make money from the tree. And also they take the mining very strongly in the forest to produce oil. Oil is a outcome of the forest. Even the company like Total from France, they are digging soil from Burunga forest to produce oil and take the pipeline to the entire forest, destroy the forest whole thing. So we are asked to see if we can develop some kind of social business program, protecting the people and protecting the forest, at the same time give them good income for themselves, and forest becomes greener forest and so on. So environment has become a very important part of our activities right now, and I'm sure we can participate in that. And the other one is sports. The sports started with a very small initiative back, 10 years back. In 2018, became more concrete. I was invited in the Olympic 2018 in Rio. And there I addressed the International Olympic Committee, saying that the sports can be social business too. And there's lots of resources within the sports, particularly the emotional attachment of all human beings with the sports makes such a big dent in using that social direction, dimension of the sports in creating a new world for all of us. So that discussion became very widespread for me, and I was invited by France to discuss that, whether Olympic can be a social business. And that long discussion, so series of discussions, we had finally decided we'll design Paris Olympic as a social business Olympic. This was 2018 and 2019. At that time, 2024 looked like far, far away from us. But now 2024 right here. This is February now, middle of, or the end of February almost. And few months to go till in July that we'll have the Olympic in Paris. So we are looking forward to present that Olympic as a social business Olympic. This will be a new interpretation of Olympic, how sports can become a champion and practitioner of Olympic sports. So sports world will be connected with the social business ideas and themes and so on. Now that it became known and discussed in the press, in the media, Milan became very interested. So Milan is inviting us to help them to design the Milan Cortina Winter Olympic in 2026. So we are in discussion with the Milan Authority, International Olympic Committee, and the Sports Committee in Milan. So we'll be soon designing the Milan Olympic, Milan Cortina 2026 Winter Olympic as a social business. And they were saying that we have to do it better than what we have done in Paris, because Paris was an early version. It should be a later version, more improved version that we want to have. And I see tremendous amount of enthusiasm. It's not reluctantly they are doing it. They're very enthusiastic about doing it. The whole sports world, for them, it's a new thing, but for us, it's a very exciting thing to design. We don't know much about how to do that, but discussing with them, we come up with the new ideas and things like that. So this is one area that we would like to see, and I'm sure you will be enjoying it too, because it's so close to you, Milan Olympic, and it's happening in 2026. Today, 2026 looks like far away, but very soon you'll be feeling you're right there in 2026, and something is emerging from the Milan Cortina Winter Olympic. So these are the kind of things that we have done and will continue to do. And the sports, Yunus Sports Hub is facilitating all these initiatives, how to transform the athletes into entrepreneur after they retire, when they become old, when they become unfit for sports world. Like if you are 32, if you're 35, you're 36, you are distancing yourself from the sports world, because the sports world only invites people who are young, who are energetic, physically fit. Once you are not physically fit, you are gradually distancing yourself from the sports world, and you don't know where to go. You have no idea where to go. So this is a sports world. We want to help them to transform themselves into entrepreneurs, because that's what we said. All human beings are born as entrepreneurs. So we said, just because your sports life is over doesn't mean your life is over. Your life is ahead of you. So why don't you transform yourself into something that you continue with this mission? The last point I want to share with you and get your participation in it is the 3-0 Club. This is also becoming attractive for young people. We started about 2 years back. Now we have more than 3,000 3-0 clubs around the world in 37 countries. More and more countries are joining in. It's all about 5 young people get together and form a club called 3-0 Club. And the idea of the club is 5 of them to decide how quickly they can get out of the problem that we have created in the global framework, like how to make oneself free from global warming. I do not contribute in global warming. I do not use fossil fuel. I do not use plastic. I do not do harm to the planet, and so on. So, and the second one, I do not contribute to wealth concentration. I do not contribute to unemployment. How do I design my life so that I do not contribute to this? The idea is, if I do not contribute to all these 3 issues, then it will be free from all these 3 problems, and I become a 3-0 person. And for me, I'm a 0 participant. I'm a 0 contributor to all these problems. And if all the 5 members of the club become 0 contributors to all these problems, then the whole world becomes a 3-0 world. That's the way to approach the 3-0 world. So young people love that. They decide, they discuss, they share each other's project, each other's idea, how to become a 3-0 person, how to become a 0 waste person, because this is the simplest thing, become 0 waste. That I don't want to be someone who will be creating waste, because we all know the waste is going to kill the world. So I do not want to contribute in waste. And the principle of 0 waste is reject. I don't want to do things to contribute to waste making. So I reject anything which will create waste. And reduce. If I'm buying something which end up as a waste, I'll reduce the number of items or the amount of items, so that I do not create as much waste as I did before. Ultimate aim is I become a 0 waste person. I do not I do not buy things which I don't need. I do not create gift items, sharing gift items from with different ceremonies, festivities, which dumps into waste making. So how to control myself in not contributing to creating waste. So I try to become a 0 waste person. All these ideas are in the framework of 3-0 Club. You continue, discuss, the young people enjoy it. Young people means someone who is 12 years to up to 35 years. That's youth. And if you're above 35 years, then you become the support person of a 3-0 Club. You are not a member, but you are a supporter. You come up with ideas, help them, design them, and so on. You can you can become a 3-0 support person, or you can also create 3-0 support institution, like Bologna University, like YSBC. You become a support person, support organizations, and so on. So these are the things which we have discussed in our Social Business Day last time when we met in Malaysia. And now we'll be preparing for next Social Business Day in Philippines, in Manila. So let's get ready to go and meet everybody in Manila. So I'll stop here and let you proceed with your program. And thank you for providing me this opportunity to meet you, seeing you, everybody in front of me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yunus.
Yeah, hello.
Thank you. Just a really quick question.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Tell us about some news about the situation in your country, just few words, and in particular, as a friend, how can we help you in this terrible situation?
Oh, it's a terrible situation, no? And indeed, it's a crazy situation. No sane person can do such things. It's destroy everything that we build. They want to take over all the companies that we build. They said it all belongs to Grameen Bank, which is taken over by government. So now they said that these companies belong to Grameen Bank, and they create lots of problems and lots of legal problems for us. Everything we do, illegal, corruption. We have transferred billions of dollars from Bangladesh to some other countries, like in Italy, like in France, like wherever Grameen exists, wherever social business foundations and so on. These are our money coming from Bangladesh, pouring in there. So there's endless accusations against me. And they say I'm the biggest enemy of the country and so on. So how you can help? One way, encouraging your media to report on us so that the people see what terrible things are happening. Because if nobody talks about it, they quietly get it done. Nobody notices it. And also write to your ambassador maybe to see how government of Italy can help, and write to foreign minister, prime minister, how to pay attention to it and make sure their voice is heard in Bangladesh, that they communicate that they do not like what's happening with all of us here in Bangladesh. So your support through your government, your media will be extremely helpful.
Thank you. And you know that you have Bologna citizenship. So if you're in a nice place, of course, we are very happy to help you here when you like. So thank you. Thank you for your support and for your insight about what we can do with the ambassador, with the media to support your mission and your projects.
And
thank
keep in touch.
Keep in touch.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
E grazie allora al professor Yunus, grazie anche al professor Torluccio, perché sapete, quando hai 15 minuti dal Bangladesh con il professor Yunus